Hi, small group leaders. Thank you so much for serving this Sunday at our very first VBS Sunday of the year. I'm so excited for the morning, and I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I think the small group station will look like. So after we wrap up our large group time, you'll have 5 different groups come visit your station. And you'll start by inviting them in to the room and asking them to sit on the carpet with you, kids and leaders included. You'll start by directing them in the first activity, which is your opening activity, and it's an activity called Sink or Float. What you're going to do is explain to them how Jesus is the living water, how we all need water to drink, but his living water is even more important. You're going to instruct them to play a game with the memory verse, and the memory verse is, "Whoever believes in me, living waters will flow from them." It's not exactly that word. I'll put the accurate version below, but that's kind of the gist of it. So you're going to invite them into the carpet to play this game. They're going to float on their back as if they're relaxing in the water when you say float, and they're going to say the memory verse. And then when you say sink, they're going to try to say the memory verse like this, which is really tricky. And you'll do that back and forth a couple times. Sink, float, and then you'll read the verbiage that's on the lesson to wrap up that activity, which will lead you into watching a video that is another telling of the Bible story. So now they will hear a short telling in large group. When they come to small group, that's when they're going to kind of dive deeper into this story. So they'll watch the Bible story video, which will take up a good portion of your time. And then after that, the closing activity is going to be with these little wooden surfboards. We're going to talk about how Jesus calls each of us to make waves. So they can decorate one side of the surfboard with their name when you talk about how Jesus has called each of them. And then you'll instruct them to turn it over. And I was thinking for the little ones, you could ask them to draw a way that they could make waves this week. Could they help? Could they share? And they can decorate the backside. With your older kids, you might dive into conversation a little bit more. You might ask them, how can they make waves this week, and have them write it out or draw it out. You might even say, what makes following Jesus worth it? And encourage them, especially those that have chosen to follow Jesus, to think about that a little bit more. Again, I'll have some verbiage for you to read to kind of instruct you a little bit more, but I thought that this video might be helpful. So after you do your opening activity, you watch the Bible story video, you do this activity, then you're going to gather together and you're going to pray. And this is a really good opportunity to wrap up your station. After that, after kids come to your small group station, they are going to head to games. I think for this week, we're going to go let games start back in the large group room so that they're not outside the full time. Now, again, you'll have 5 groups visit you, and I hope that it will be a wonderful time. I know that you can totally lead this station, but at any time, if you need help, just let me know, and I'm happy to jump in and help you. Thank you so much for serving. Oh, and then after all your 5 groups come, then we'll go back to a large group, and we'll wrap up the morning, and we'll dismiss from there after we weigh our mission offering. Okay, see you Sunday morning. Bye.